Under a thick canopy of clouds is an expansive domain of white rocks, centuries-old caves and forest soils pulsating with biodiversity. This is the Peñablanca Protected Landscape and Seascape of Cagayan Valley, encompassing a staggering 118,000 hectares of the northern Sierra Madre mountain range and the adjacent Pacific coast. This protected area lies in the municipality of Peñablanca, 24 kilometers east of Cagayan's provincial capital, Tuguegarao, north of Manila. First established in July 1940 as a Callao Forest Reserve, it was renamed the Peñablanca Protected Landscape and Seascape, or PPLS, under the National Integrated Protected Areas System by virtue of Proclamation Number 484 in 2003, and eventually legislated by virtue of Republic Act Number 11038, or the expanded NIPAS Act of 2018. Considered as a high priority for conservation and identified as important biodiversity area, the vast territory includes lowland evergreen dipterocarp forest, lower montane and mossy forest, forest over limestone or limestone forest, wetlands, mangroves and tidal reef flats and coral reefs. The lowland evergreen forest is a known habitat of the famous Philippine eagle, while the mossy forests are home to endemic rodents and frogs, as well as a nesting ground of the whiskered pita, a ground-dwelling bird. Limestone or karst forests in the western side lead to over 300 caves, many of which contain artifacts of significant archaeological and cultural value. About 75 of these have been documented by the National Museum since 1977. Most iconic of these is the Callao Cave, Cagayan's pride and best-known ecotourism destinations.
Dito matatagpuan ang humigit kumulang na 300 cave system sa ating bayan ng Peñablanca, at ito'y nasa loob ng ating protected area. Isa sa mga punahing destinasyon dito ay ang 7th Chamber Callao Caves, kaya tinatawag ang Peñablanca Protected Landscape and Seascape na Caver's Paradise of the North.
Hands down, the chapel is a most photographed chamber, an alluring underground cathedral where many weddings and occasions have taken place. There is also the Bat Cave in Barangay Kibal, where millions of bats take refuge, shying away from human visitors.
Dito rin makikita ang tinatawag nating Bat Cave, at dito naglalabasan ng mga libo-libong paniki pagdating ng dapit hapon.
Because of its fertile and complex biodiversity, the reserve has become a magnet for students, scientists, and even researchers.
Sa flora ay meron po tayong around 280 species ng halaman, at ito po ay nadokumento natin, at 16 po sa mga ito ay endemic at threatened species.
Matching the dynamism of its landscape is a watershed reservation and seascape. Pinakanawan and Parod rivers are the two major rivers. Within the PPLS, these serve as a major transport route and source of irrigation for the agricultural lands in the municipalities of Peñablanca, Bagao, and Tuguegarao City. PPLS also provides the domestic water requirements for these municipalities. Springs and creeks within the PPLS are being tapped by communities for potable water. As a recreation area, many adventurers take boat rides upstream on the Pinakanawan River to view the limestone formations. The river provides opportunities for paddling, kayaking, swimming, tubing, and fishing. Notably, most visitors enjoy camping, horseback riding, and caving.
Maliban sa mga prime destinations na ito, mapupuntahan din natin ang Basaw Lake na kung saan makikita ang iba't ibang uri ng migratory birds dito sa nandito sa ating lugar. Maging ito ay gusto na rin pagyamanin ng local government ng Peñablanca para maging isa sa mga prime destinations dito sa ating area.
Ang DNR, through the national government natin sa Central West, downloaded different funds for the establishment of different livelihood projects. We have trained our two POs, namely the Cable Women's Association and the AGSA, the Agudan Cave Site Association.
Tumutulong kami sa mga DNR sa pagki-clean up drive, ganun din yung mga kasamahan kong barangay tanod na kumukuha ako ng permit kay Kapitana upang sa ganun kasali rin sila sa tutulong hanggang sa mga picnic areas po dito sa Peñablanca po. Dati-rati po yung mga tindahan lang namin sa kabila, mga kubo-kubo po hanggang sa nakita siguro ng DNR, ginawa nilang uniform, nagpatayo sila ng stalls na binigay din sa amin mga POs. Tapos nagbigay din sila ng ng dalawa naming bangkang de motor, nag-training din kami sa paggamit sa kayak at binigyan din kami ng dalawang floating boat. At saka tinuruan din kami kung paano magnegosyo, magkwenta, mag-ipon, at saka kung paano mag-inventory ng mga pangangailangan na binebenta sa mga stalls po. Yung mga DNR din, gumawa sila ng paraan pang mga kasamahan ko na mag-training isang linggo, tulad ng training sa pangangalaga ng mga isda dito, training po kami ng mga ZSL, yung Zoological Society of London, at saka kung paano namin ipe-preserve yung mga isda na nahuhuli po, kung saan ibebenta, kung magkano yung kada kilo, ganun po.
These projects implemented agroforestry project for the farmers of 3 barangays, Labambalayan, Manga, and Buyon, all in the municipalities of Peñablanca. Doon sila implement ng project which is Philippine Climate Change Adaptation Project. So through agroforestry scheme ito.
Bali di damdama ma'am, dati DNR nga napan dito ko ma'am, dito ayami, dito Turok Bayabo. Napandan ng meeting idi, napanggip ka na dito tree planting ko na dahil ma'am. Bali dagi nga ako ma'am nga seedling. In tidamit kada kami tapno kasjay adati mo lamit iti pagpiagan ma'am isu ajay inalamimit amin dagi jay mo lamimit amin isu ajay ma'am isu ajay ti dadto mga pangalamit ti ko ma'am pangalamit ti kanimimit laing tapos ila ko mimit lang dagi jay ma'am.
Na barangay po ng regular members ng PAMBI. At lahat po ng nasasakupan nilang mga barangay, at least na bibigyan po ng pansin upang ito po ay mapangalagaan. Sa nakaraang 5 taon na po nakaraan, kami po ay tumutulong din po sa pagbabantay ng mga poachers, mga minsan may mga nasusunog na parte po dyan.
Ang provincial government naman po ng Cagayan ay sila pong nagmamanage ng ating Calao Cave and Resort. Kaya lang may kakulangan nga po. Kaya sa amin sa national government, gusto rin nating matulungan ang provincial government upang lalong mapaayos yung ating resort. dahil dito lang pwedeng manatili o mag-check-in ang ating mga turista na bumibisita dito.
Meanwhile, the local government is focusing on vital infrastructure projects to assist residents. Conservation requires investment. Wise and sustainable ecotourism is key to this, as it aims to marry a face-to-face experience with nature with respect for the environment while promoting awareness and income-generating support for local communities. Under the collective management of government agencies, indigenous cultural communities, and local communities, the Peñablanca protected landscape and seascape is assured of protection, conservation, and sustainability for future generations of Filipinos.